We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Star Trek Holo-Ween, issue 3. This is a 4-issue miniseries from IDW in 2023, written by Christopher Sequeira, art by Joe Eisma, colors by Charlie Kirchoff, letters by Clayton Cowles, editorial assist by Vanessa Rial, group editor Heather Antos. So with time running out, Dr. Crusher is worried that Red Jack has too much influence on the Enterprise, and she sends out a communication to Starfleet, and it's a Delta Omicron strategic response saying that the Enterprise is basically kind of quarantined because of what's going on. Somebody gets that message and decides to ignore it and come help. Well, Counselor Troy and Data have to get the rest of the away team off the holodeck before their time runs out, and they become lost in the fake personalities. But they manage to get a whole bunch of the crew out with them, and that's when Captain Montgomery Scott shows up to help out. Because remember, he's still alive in the Next Generation era because of that incident with the Dyson Sphere. And they come up with a sort of plan to fight Red Jack again, and it seems to be working, but there's something not quite right. And it looks like another old enemy who thrives on fear is going to return as well. Overall, I thought the story is actually pretty fun. It seems to be aimed at teenagers. I didn't really have a problem with that. The cover by Francesco Francavilla is okay. I like this cover the best of all of them so far. I think it's the most related to what's going on in the book and is probably the most technically well done. The interior art is pretty low bar, but the story itself is pretty fun. I think the artist has potential, but they really need to take some anatomy classes and work on the fine detailing. It looks like they just aren't putting enough into drawing faces, especially noses. That seems to be a very weak point for this artist, and doing some background detailing would be really helpful too. But when there are backgrounds, they look fine. It's just there's a distinct lack of them and you get color wash, and that makes it look kind of lazy. But overall, it's not a bad book. It's more dollar bin material, but I would recommend reading it. It's a good Halloween story. So I thought it was a pretty fun read despite some problems I had with the art. So if you find it for a reasonable price, I would say $1 or $2. Then I would say read the miniseries, but if you're gonna end up paying more than that, then I would say pass on it. So that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.